Ah, you know. Actually, this is the correct way. All right?
Yeah.
That's how. Hey, how are you doing?
Hi. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
You know, the one thing I didn't get to catch up on, we talked a little bit about eggs, of course. The Boxtrolls, fantastic. And Sir Ben Kingsley having that voice in there. You know, did you get a chance to talk to him at all by chance? I know it's animation's weird, but
yeah, no, we did have one session. We were in this very tiny studio in Chipping Norton, which is just outside Oxford, and he was in his special reclining chair so we could get the voice where he wanted. And it was terrifying. So it was this closet of a booth, and his booming voice, and it was like, it was fun.
You know, I can tell you right now.
Why are kids gonna love this movie so much?
Gosh, it's the coolest thing. Also, Boxtrolls. So we've never seen those creatures before. You know, we don't know what Boxtrolls are, how they act, and I think kids really love to see a new world and like Cheese Bridge. That's our world. And obviously, we had to create it, and they had to figure out what the people are going to look like there and what they're going to wear, and I think people like seeing something different that's not just the real world. Like, that's why fantasy is so cool, because you can escape and go somewhere else.
Who is Winnie?
Winnie is a 9-year-old girl. She kind of looks like Shirley Temple. Yes, she's very spoiled, I would say. Her dad is the mayor of the town, but he doesn't really do his mayor duties. He loves cheese. So he definitely loves cheese more than he cares for or pays attention to Winnie. So because of that, she's had to compensate and try to get people's attention. So I think she's grown up a little quicker than like a 9-year-old girl would, just because she needs someone. But yeah, she's very fiery and she's cool.
What was it about him that really drew you to it? Because I mean, the name Snatcher is kind of scary.
Well, what drew me to it is that he's basically built his whole life on a lie. He's very ambitious socially, and he wants to join that club. He wants to go through those heavy mahogany doors and wear a white hat and eat cheese with the ruling elite. And in order to do so, he's invented this total lie that the Boxtrolls are evil, that they steal children and kill them in order to empower himself. So he says, they're evil and I will get rid of them. And once I've got rid of them, you've got to let me into the club. So his whole life is based on a lie. And of course, it sooner or later rises to the surface. The boy was not eaten as a baby. The boy is alive and well. But I mean, it is a political trick, isn't it? That people invent an enemy, then go out and destroy it and say, look what I've done, I've saved you. But the enemy was never there in the first place.
I feel better about myself.
Yeah. Do you?
Now, you embody your characters. I mean, you personify not a role, but a human being on screen. How did you go about doing that through voice? Did you?
I asked the technicians in the recording studio if I could be as relaxed as possible for the voice to come out. So I didn't stand, I didn't sit, I actually reclined, I was almost lying down. So the voice came from a very, very relaxed part of me. So it's not my voice, but it is. It's slightly distorted. And I was able to stretch vowel sounds, breathe differently. It was an extremely relaxed way of voicing the character. Relaxed, not in the term of, it was very hard work, and I love hard work, but the voice came from just the right place. I was lying down.
Now, for something like this, characters like this, do you look for the eccentricities to kind of make these kind of characters?
I look for the wound inside. I look for why this man is so ambitious, why he always feels rejected, and why he's determined to move, in his own words, move up to that class of people that will not accept him. So I go for that crack, that inner wound, and how well or unsuccessfully he tries to disguise that wound.
Have you started thinking about Bagheera yet for Jungle Book by chance?
I've had a reading with John. They did that wonderful reading where I read and they film my mouth movements and facial movements. I offered John quite a different voice from my own, and he listened with interest. He indulged me for a while and then said, I want your own voice.
Your voice. Your voice is
Why?
the
Why
best.
change it?
No, I know, but I suppose I was hiding behind something, hiding behind an accent, but he said he wants my voice.
Yes, good. Thank you.